What is a consultant? A consultant is a professional who provides expert advice in a particular field or industry. They typically have extensive experience and knowledge in their area of expertise, and work with organizations to help them improve performance, solve problems, or make important decisions. The specific tasks a consultant performs can vary depending on the type of consulting they do and the needs of the client. Examples of consulting services include strategy consulting, management consulting, technology consulting, and financial consulting. The extensive difference between a consultant and an attorney, besides the extraordinary prices, is: an attorney is a professional who is licensed to practice law and provide legal advice. They may represent clients in legal proceedings, such as court cases or arbitrations, and can also help clients navigate the legal system and understand their rights and responsibilities. Consultants, on the other hand, provide expert advice in a particular field or industry. They are not licensed to practice law, and do not provide legal advice or representation. Instead, they work with organizations to help them improve performance, solve problems, or make important decisions. In summary, an attorney is a legal professional who provides legal services, while a consultant is a professional who provides expert advice in a specific field or industry. The main difference is that attorneys provide legal services while consultants provide expert advice, and attorney are licensed while consultant may not be required to be licensed. So, can a consultant also provide consultation to an individual or to a family on different matters, including parole issues? The answer is yes. A consultant can provide consultation to an individual or a family on a wide range of matters, including parole issues. A consultant can provide a variety of services that may be useful for someone facing a parole hearing. For example, a consultant with expertise in the criminal justice system may be able to provide guidance on the parole process, help prepare for a hearing, and assist in developing a release plan. Additionally, a consultant may also help the individual to understand their rights and responsibilities during parole, and how to navigate the legal system. However, it is important to note that a consultant is not a licensed attorney and cannot provide legal representation or legal advice. In most states, such as in Texas, parole is a privilege and not necessarily a right. In many states, including Texas, parole is a privilege and not a right. This means that the decision to grant parole is made at the discretion of the parole board, and is based on a variety of factors such as the offender's behavior while in prison, the nature of the crime, and the offender's likelihood of successfully reintegrating into society. The parole board may also consider factors such as the offender's prior criminal history, their participation in rehabilitation programs, and any other relevant information. While parole is not a guaranteed right, a consultant can help an individual to understand the parole process and how to best prepare for a hearing, in order to increase the chances of being granted parole. Many have asked us, if parole is a privilege and not a right, what is the necessity of a parole lawyer or consultant if there isn't really anything under constitutional law that guarantees parole? However, even though parole is a privilege and not a right, there may still be a need for a parole lawyer because the parole process can be complex and difficult to navigate. A lawyer can help an individual understand their rights and responsibilities during the parole process and assist them in preparing for a hearing. A parole lawyer can help in the following ways: reviewing the individual's case and identifying any relevant factors that may be considered by the parole board, preparing the individual for their hearing and helping them to present their case in the best possible light, advising on the best strategies for increasing the chances of being granted parole, representing the individual at the hearing and advocating on their behalf, advising on any legal issues that may arise during the parole process, such as appeals or violations of parole conditions. Additionally, the constitutional law does not guarantee parole, but it does guarantee the due process rights of an individual, which means that an individual has the right to be heard, to present evidence, and to be represented by an attorney during parole hearing. In short, even though parole is a privilege and not a right, a parole lawyer can provide valuable assistance in navigating the complex process and increase the chances of being granted parole. We've also been asked, since parole boards are not courts of law, can a parole consultant do almost just as much as a parole attorney for a person seeking approval of parole? The 100% honest answer is that a parole consultant can provide valuable assistance to someone seeking approval of parole, but their role and the services they can provide are different from those of a parole attorney. A parole consultant can provide guidance on the parole process, help prepare for a hearing, assist in developing a release plan, and help the individual to understand their rights and responsibilities during parole. A consultant may also have knowledge and expertise in the criminal justice system, as well as experience working with parole boards and understanding the factors that influence their decisions. A parole attorney, on the other hand, is a licensed legal professional who can provide legal representation and advise on any legal issues that may arise during the parole process. A lawyer can review the case, identify any relevant factors that may be considered by the parole board, prepare the individual for the hearing, represent them at the hearing, and advocate for them. While a parole consultant can provide valuable assistance, a parole attorney can provide legal representation, which is required by the due process rights of an individual, and it's a fundamental part of the parole process. In summary, while a parole consultant can provide guidance and assistance, a parole attorney can provide legal representation and advise on any legal issues that may arise during the parole process, which is necessary to ensure that the individual's due process rights are protected. Strategic Parole Solutions is your premier source for parole consultation services in the state of Texas. Based in Fort Worth, Texas, we are dedicated to providing comprehensive parole consultation services to families throughout the state of Texas. We understand that navigating the parole process can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we are here to help. Our team of experienced consultants have extensive knowledge and expertise in every aspect of the Texas parole system and can assist you in developing a comprehensive parole packet and proposal for your incarcerated loved one. Our services include a thorough review of your loved one's case, identification of relevant factors that may be considered by the parole board, assistance in preparing for the hearing, and guidance on the best strategies for increasing the chances of being granted parole. We also provide assistance in developing a release plan, ensuring that your loved one is ready for a successful transition back into society. Our preparation includes the complete comprehensive parole proposal as well as the complete individualized behavior and rehabilitation report and other additional but very important information. We have a flat fee of $775 for our services, which includes a comprehensive consultation and the preparation of all necessary documentation. We are dedicated to providing our clients with the highest level of service and support, and we work closely with families to achieve their goals. Don't navigate the parole process alone. Let us help you today. Contact us to schedule your consultation and take the first step towards bringing your loved one home. Family members can contact us by phone at 817-492-5539. Texts can also be sent to the same number, or contact us via email at mbtjones20@gmail.com. Being approved for parole is never a guarantee, as the decision to grant parole is made at the discretion of the parole board, based on a variety of factors such as the offender's behavior while in prison, the nature of the crime, and the offender's likelihood of successfully reintegrating into society. However, a comprehensive parole proposal and packet that includes relevant information and demonstrates that the individual is a good candidate for parole can increase the chances of being approved. A comprehensive parole proposal and packet can help to demonstrate the offender's remorse, rehabilitation, and readiness for release. It can also provide information on the offender's family and community support, as well as any plans for employment, housing, and other resources that will be available to them upon release. Additionally, a well-prepared parole proposal and packet that takes into account the specific concerns and recommendations of the parole board can also increase the chances of approval. It's important to keep in mind that a comprehensive parole proposal and packet alone may not guarantee approval, but it certainly can increase the chances of the offender's release, and it is an important aspect of the parole process. And finally, we've been asked, who would you say knows the incarcerated person better, a parole attorney or the person's family members and friends? Family members and friends of an incarcerated person typically know them better than a parole attorney. They have likely known the person for a longer period of time and have more personal knowledge and understanding of the person's background, character, and circumstances. Family members and friends can provide insight into the person's family dynamics, relationships, and personal history, which can be valuable when preparing a parole proposal and packet. On the other hand, a parole consultant is a professional who has knowledge of every aspect of the parole system and the factors that the parole board considers when making decisions about parole. They can help to identify the relevant information that should be included in the parole proposal and packet and can assist in preparing the information in the best possible light. In summary, family members and friends of an incarcerated person typically know the person better on a personal level, but a professional parole consultant has knowledge of the parole system and the factors that the parole board considers when making decisions about parole. Both can play important roles in the parole process and can provide valuable input and assistance when preparing a parole proposal and packet. Come to our Facebook page and visit us today, or give us a call at 817-492-5539 if you are interested in our services. Strategic Parole Solutions, the elite in parole consultation.